Good afternoon, guys. It is Sunday afternoon, just turned 12. So yeah, you know the drill. It is week 2, days 3 and 4 reviewing of what I've done this week. So as I said on the day 1 and 2 review, I signed up to the English Bench Championships last weekend. So it's now been a week since entering, and yeah, I am not feeling the best. Last weekend I was feeling great, really confident. Yeah, this weekend training, especially bench, has kind of taken a little bit of a downturn. Kind of disappointed with it, but you know that's just kind of the way powerlifting goes. You're never going to enjoy all 3 lifts. So I'm just going to keep pushing through, do my program, improve or try and work on what I think is the problems. But yeah, I think we've just kind of got to sometimes take the hits as a powerlifter and understand that it's not always going to be and work in the way that you want it to. I've still got 5 weeks, I think. I think it's 5 weeks now until British bench. Sorry, England bench. So it could all change. It could all change in those five weeks. I'm just very conscious that next block, I'm meant to be hitting some big numbers, and I'm currently not where I would want to be in preparation for that block. So, yeah. I mean, we'll go through days 3 and 4. You can see for yourself. You may not think that that it's going too badly, or you may think that I'm screwed. But yeah, this is the whole point of this YouTube. I wanted to give a bit more context, give more insight into how I feel my training is going, and not just seeing a highlight reel of my top sets and it all appearing like my training is going really, really well. Okay, so yet again, gonna play it on my phone, talk through it as you see it on screen. So, starting with day 3. Go congratulate yourself a little bit. So day 3 is tempo squats, so 3 count on the way down. This just helps with controlling your squat and kind of because you're not dropping into the hold really fast, you're going to be working on sort of the muscles that, like your hamstrings, your glutes, that are going to get you out of that hold and work harder. 130 move really well, and then 117.5 for back offs. I'm actually enjoying squats, which is something I didn't think I'd say. So, and I'm going to touch wood because that doesn't usually happen. 102 on bench for an RPE 8, and I think you can see here that is definitely an RPE like 10. Did not move the way I wanted it to, which is where kind of my disappointment has started. But the 85 back offs moved pretty well. I think it was 4 reps here. My lats stay engaged, and I think that's something that you could see if you go back on the 102. They do actually disengage, and I lose a lot of stability, which is why the bar falls towards my face. So the 85s moved okay, but yeah, I was not really doing too well, and the form didn't hold up on the 102. Right, if I just move forward a little bit. Okay. And then on to day 4. So day 4 is probably my quickest and like most fun session, I'm going to say. It's literally like, so grip and rip deadlifts, as you can see, 152.5. And here with that is like kind of like a cluster single. So I'll do the 1 rep set. I'll stand off for like 30 seconds and then go ahead and do my next rep, and I'll do that 3 times. It's just kind of getting me to get outside of my head and think less about technique and just do the movement, because my body knows what it needs to be doing. So it's trusting my body, and it's just trying to get as heavy as possible. And then an 85, again, 85 for volume bench. I think this is the same weight we did or meant to do last week. But but we can see here that I didn't have a mental breakdown with it, and I did actually get my 4 reps. The problem is, and I'll just come back, the problem is that I'm not very good at doing volume. I tire very, very easily. My CNS is fried quite quickly. So when I have something like volume bench for 3 sets of 4 reps, the first set is okay. That last rep starts to get a little bit wobbly, but that second and third set is really difficult on my body. It's quite taxing, and that's where I then get disappointed in myself, because it's like I can't do the weight. Clearly I can, but I can't do it for the amount of reps that I feel like I should be doing it for. So in my mind, I don't feel very strong. And that's kind of where my mentality is with bench at the moment. I don't feel like I'm as strong as I should be. So that's kind of what I'm battling at the moment. I know that there's some technique faults happening, missing cues potentially. And I mean, you see it. I'm at 3 different gyms throughout the week. I'm training on different equipment, and I know you should never blame the equipment, but there isn't consistency in my setup, in the environment that I'm in. So I feel like that does sort of come into it as well. I'm just not being consistent with bench. And that's what it comes down to, whether that's technique, strength, or environment. It's starting to show, I think. But yeah, that's my biggest problem at the moment. And I think maybe because I know the comp's coming up, I've now got this extra pressure on myself. That could also be part of it, but bench is not where I want it to be. I'm not enjoying it. But deadlift and squat are starting to move pretty well. So, 2 of the 3, I can't complain too much, right? But yeah, I'd be really interested to know how you guys are feeling about your lifts at the moment. Whether you are a powerlifter or if you're not, and it's just something that you sort of want to get into or are interested in. Like, let me know how your lifts are going. I had a couple comments on my other videos, which are quite encouraging, so thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys. But yeah, I'm gonna end it there. It's a little bit of a more not sour, but heavy-hearted video, I think, this one. So yeah, I will see you next week for week 3, days 1 and 2. Hopefully releasing on like Wednesday next week. But yeah, I hope you all have had a lovely week and enjoy the rest of your weekend. And I will see you soon. All right, bye.